Another thing I have learned, another thing I'm going to share with you, if you want to hear it, is I have learned to not to imitate anybody. Not even yogis, not even things written in the scriptures, not even the descriptions of some yogic exercises and some things. I have learned to be more patient with myself and more realistic with myself. And one of the examples would be the meditation posture. According to scriptures, it is the best if you will start practicing meditation for real once you are in padmasana, the lotus pose, or siddhasana, so more advanced seated postures, poses. And back then in Lithuania, once I read this, and you know how extreme I was, I said, okay, I need to get into padmasana, the lotus. I have never stretched myself, I have never did any type of yoga, and now I'm trying to sit in the full lotus. Of course, I didn't have the flexibility needed. I tried and it hurt. I tried another time and it hurt. And I said, I need to get into this no matter what. And I got. Ignoring the pain, ignoring the body, despising the body, I got into full lotus. My knees were hurting a lot. I couldn't sit for long. I tried to maintain as much as I could, using the chronometer maybe, even so. Then I got off my lotus, first time lotus. The next 2 months I had my knees hurting and I wasn't able to get anywhere close to full lotus because it was just hurting so much. It's insane what I have done, and for sure I wouldn't recommend it to anybody. However, this is the thing I have done because I have read those scriptures and it said this is the advanced way of doing meditation, and I wanted advanced way. I got it. I got my advanced way. Not being able to sit in any cross-legged position for some months to follow. Another thing, maybe it's not just about imitating those scriptures or some yogis. Maybe it's also about getting into being not realistic and getting into advanced practices before you master the basics. This is the way I started doing pranayama, the breathing, yogic breathing exercises. To make it simple, let's say yogic breathing exercise. It's much more than just breathing exercise. It's working with your energies, with your mind. So I found the most advanced breathing pranayama technique ratio I could find on Swami Shivananda book, and I started doing it. I was so crazy. I remember I would read in the book that this is a very intense practice, you must approach it slowly, step by step. The first time start doing like 6 rounds for the first week or month, and then go to 8, and then more and more, progressively. I said 6 rounds. Okay. And that day I made 60 rounds. So simple hermit. Now you're learning things about how simple hermit was back then. I did 60 rounds. I wanted to do more. However, I started feeling something strange. I started sensing kind of feeling afraid, feeling uncertain, feeling paranoia, fear, feeling that I'm not in control of my mind. Things are just happening. I don't understand what is going on with me. I start seeing things different. I feel real uncertain, and I said, it's enough for today. Let's continue tomorrow. And this psychic, emotional, mental change would be quite intense, I would feel what I wouldn't feel normal, spirit, paranormal kind of stuff, and feeling afraid out of nowhere. The next day I couldn't do it due to this reason, and due to also I had my throat hurting. I felt my heart beating different, like irregularly or something. I couldn't breathe. Breathing would be hurting, to breathe in a more like pranayama way more deeply, or profound breaths would be painful physically. So I for sure I couldn't do pranayama, do what I did for the next few days. And then once my mind is back to normal, and my throat is hurting a bit less, again I launched myself into, let's do maybe not 60, let's do maybe 40 this time. So that was the way I was doing it, and quite an insane way, right? Was it because I was stupid? This is a stupid way to do things, right? This is a stupid way. Was it because I was stupid? It was because I was extreme, because like I said, I wanted God now, or ready to die, ready to go insane. I did many crazy things back then. Due to this pain, this spiritual pain I had so intense, I see God today, I get enlightened today, or I don't fucking care, I die, I go insane. I was ready to pay the price. And I'm going some way off topic, right? Let's get back to the topic then. Well, now I do pranayama like 1 hour a day or more, and I'm not trying to get into advanced practices. I'm not trying to force myself beyond any limitations, and if I feel like it is hard for me to do this particular technique due to some reasons, I don't do it. If I find one nostril blocked today, I'm not trying to force it open by injuring myself. I take it more easily now. It's been more than 1 year I'm practicing pranayama now, for more than 1 hour daily, and I see that it is a very great practice. I definitely see the benefits of it. It's not easy to do it. It requires a lot of willpower to do it. Sometimes it's just so boring to do it, but you just go on. But it definitely is a great tool. Getting back to the topic. Don't imitate anybody. Don't imitate even if you read something on the scriptures which is supposed to be true. But if you are not ready to sit in this full lotus, don't force yourself like I did, because that is just stupid, right? Take it slowly, and if you cannot, you may never be able to sit in full lotus. And if some scriptures would say that you will never meditate if you don't sit in full lotus, I will say fuck these scriptures, throw them into the fire. Just do your best, but be realistic, and don't try to be like somebody else, or like some books may tell you to do.